What's the deal, YouTube? What's going on, man? Got a little bit of a change in the video this time. As you can see, this isn't my 46-gallon reef anymore. I done updated to the big boy, a 135. Doing pretty good. It's been up and running for about a good 6-7 months now. But this was my 46-gallon reef. I just put everything from that tank in here. All my SPSs didn't survive the move, but other than that, everything else went smoothly. So let me give you a little close-up of what I got going on here. I added a few pieces to it. As you can see, this is the left side of the 135. I still got the cactus coral that was in the last video, the assorted rock of mushrooms here, Spider-Man, and some other Rhodactis mushrooms. Doing pretty well, man. That rock I've had for a long time. This is the new addition right here, the light green flower pot. Got a frag of that pretty cheap. It's doing really well. It's nice and fluffy. That guy right there is just turned into a beast. I mean, he's pretty big. Picture can't really judge. I mean, you can't really judge by the picture, you know what I mean? It's pretty big. Kind of rusty at this, man. You gotta forgive me. Another big old green Rhodactis mushroom. Some hairy mushrooms there. Another LPS blowbo right here. I've had for a while. This was actually in the other tank as well. Some of the fish. Nemo that was in the 46-gallon that I put in here. He loves it, man. More space, sun corals, some leathers, some little bit of cabbage right there, some neon polyps. I mean, pretty much everything, all the rock, all the sand, everything from the old tank I put in here. You know, so it's doing fairly well. I didn't have to really put any bacteria in it to cycle it. It was already all to the good, you know. That's one of my new pieces as well. Light green tip torch coral. That thing's awesome. Some Akins. I love LPS. They're real easy to grow. Real hardy. Galaxia coral there. Some assorted mushrooms that was from the other tank as well. Frog spawn. Now this little guy right here, I've always, you know, if you remember the last video of my other tank, I had SPSs in there, so this is the closest that I could come to as far as like an encrusting coral. It's called a blue Latepstria. It's awesome. It grows in like a plate, like a Monty cap. I got a little small frag of that, and that thing, I can't wait. It's awesome. If you want the effect of a Monty cap and have a hard time growing SPS, I suggest this coral right here. It's an LPS, but it looks amazing when it's fully grown. Candy canes, green star polyps, my green rose tip bubble tip anemone. It's split into two. It doesn't really bubble up as much, but he's pretty happy there. Pink Blastos with my pink candy canes. The light just came on, so they ain't fully opened yet. Some more candy canes, and then this guy on the side back here. I don't know if you can see him. It's a marble-banded cat shark. I love my sharks. I just gave away a 2-foot one that was in this tank. He outgrew it. Took him to a better home. It's one thing about having sharks, you know. You know, someday you're gonna have to get rid of them, you know. So it's just something you got to deal with if you want to own sharks. But other than that, yeah, that's my new 135 reef / shark tank. There's an eel in here somewhere. He hasn't popped his head out, but there she is. Well, you know what? I forgot to actually show you my sump to this thing. Let's do that before we say goodbye. For about a 300-gallon SWC protein skimmer. Just got the regular Cheeto in here. Grape caloca. Growing pretty good, man. I got a take pieces out of there every week. It grows really, really fast. My auto top off. Just a siphoning down to a float valve. Works really well. Always keeps my level right where it needs to be. Simple setup. Till we meet again.